And good afternoon. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fustel. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's going to get a little warm this afternoon, but that's all right. Jockey Kevin Gomez, he didn't mind the warm weather yesterday. He had a hot Saturday afternoon with 4 wins for Gomez, and Jevion Toledo, he had a big day as well with 3 wins. And how about that big win by Al Cortez on the long shot, Radini, for our man Bobby Leaf.
First guy I saw driving in yesterday was Al Cortez. Should have been a sign, right? Radini showing improved speed and racing ability, as we like to say up in the press box, and just took him coast to coast. And Bobby Leaf on a little bit of a roll right now, and then followed it right up with Happy Indeed, a $118 winner.
Yeah,
so
how about that?
What a string of races we had late. We called it on the show yesterday. We
Long
said,
shots.
we said it was going to be bombs away later in the card, and it certainly was.
All right, we'll see if we catch some nice prices this afternoon. Hey, what's cooking? Sunday brunch is cooking right now. The AC working just fine up there for you in the Garden Terrace or Tips or Tycoons, wherever you want to enjoy Sunday brunch up there. First floor of the clubhouse right there at the Garden Terrace, $27 a person. Bottomless mimosas or Bloody Marys for a few extra shekels. Beautiful day for Sunday brunch and the nice air conditioning.
Yeah, walk through Tips as well today. Awfully cool there.
All right, and next Saturday, big Saturday here at Laurel Park, Saturday, July 7th. We have a couple nice stake races for you. The $100,000 Stormy Blues Stakes for 3-year-old fillies, 5.5 on the turf. Then we have the $75,000 Concern Stakes for straight 3-year-olds. 7 furlongs on the main track. The nominations are out for both those stakes. We take entries this week. Looking forward to a big weekend of racing next Saturday right here at Laurel Park.
Absolutely. We'll find out Wednesday who we got in those 2 stakes. I'm sure it's going to be some good fields. They're going to hustle up a good bunch of horses for those 2 stakes, the Stormy Blues and the Concern.
All right, so today is Sunday, July 1st. The first half of the year is gone. July is here. That means we're about 4 weeks away, 4 weeks from yesterday, for the biggest and best crab feast of the summertime right here at Laurel Park, Saturday, July 28th. $66 a person if you get your tickets now. All you can eat crabs, a bunch of other good food as well, fried chicken. All you can drink beer and soda. Jailbreak Brewing Company is going to be there. Big crab feast right here at Laurel Park. Live racing and a DJ as well.
Don't think you can find that anywhere else. Can you? Any other racetrack in the country, something like that? No.
Best deal in the
Highly
country.
doubtful.
Best crab feast of the summertime right here at Laurel Park. Hey, we have 3 carryovers this afternoon. Big long shot winners. Yesterday means we have 3 carryovers. We'll start in the Super High 5 in race 1, little shy of $1,000. The Rainbow Pick 6, that starts race 5 today on the 10-race program. That's over $1,900. And then a little shy of $2,500 there for the late Pick 5. That starts in race 6 today. I like the late Pick 5. I go 5 deep in race 6. I think that race is wide open. So for 3 carryovers this afternoon, let's show you the track conditions and the weather and everything. We'll be fast and firm, fast times on both the main track and our firm turf course.
Absolutely, yeah, in good condition right now. There you go, 96, sunny and a little humid this afternoon. But you know what, a cold little beverage and out on the apron, just then pop into the air conditioning. You can make out okay. And like I say, another good betting card on tap. No real slam dunk favorites along the way that I could really drum up.
All right, nice breeze down here by the historic paddock. Thanks to management, we have some nice fans here by the set. So we're all ready to rock and roll here. Let's get going here. Race 1, we'll start that Super High 5. Every race with 7 or more horses, we have it. It's a low 15% takeout, and a little shy of $1,000 here for the rolling Super High 5 starting in race 1. Also, we kick off the early Pick 5. Both your Pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. Mandatory payout here always on this early Pick 5 starting in race 1. The early Pick 5 on Friday paid a little over $28,000. So jump on in here for this early Pick 5. Let's take a look here at race 1. We're going a flat mile on the main track. Maiden claiming $25,000. Filly mares 3 and up. I go the 7, my top pick. I think the drop is the key here for the 7, to be honest. A Maryland-bred filly by Street Magician for trainer Jerry O'Dwyer. And this filly's been running well against maiden special 8, maiden 40. They've been protecting her all along. They did drop her in for maiden 25 on the mud last February. She just ran an okay. She didn't run very well that day as the beaten favorite. But she's regrouped since then. A couple good seconds against maiden 40, maiden special 8, earlier this spring here at Laurel Park. She was very ranked in that April 7th race where she was second behind in jail, second behind Good One Honey 3 starts ago. They gave her a little break after the April 7th race. She came back June 1st and didn't have the best trip. She didn't break well on June 1st, and she was wide. Now she drops to the maiden 25, second off the layoff. She gets Sheldon Russell back today. I think today's the day for the 7, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried about her, concerned at a mile. To me, she looks like she does her best work, like kind of as a one-run sprinter, kind of rates and makes that move and goes from there. Our anthem will be up to the front for Dale Capuano Heavy in Toledo. That's your 3 horse. I go to the 4. Let's go with Matt's Great Madrina. You know, numbers back. One at Gulfstream, one at Laurel. They're not bad. They were on the turf. I think this horse is bred a little bit better for the dirt when you really break it all down. That's a good angle, turf to dirt. 36% for the match point. I also like the 5, Country Line Dancer, talking turf to dirt, 24% with an ROI close to $6. $6 for Kenny Decker. This horse, last time out, just never really got involved. Has had 2 turf tries since a little bit of a freshening. Has the stamina build up. I go back to the dirt try, on the fast track, January 27th, with a buyer of 43. Doesn't have to improve much off of that. Was caught up in between horses, dropped to the worst part of the racetrack that day, and just kind of flattened out evenly through the final 3/16 of a mile. I think this horse is set to go. Has plenty of bottom underneath of her right now. I think she can make a run from mid-pack against this field and give you a square price as well. 4 or 5 are going to be my main punches to use in the early double.
Yeah, I didn't use the 5, but you get the bug boy aboard for Kenny Decker. Decker, good stats going turf to dirt. He's 24%. We both like the 3, Our Anthem, in this race. This filly getting a class relief for Dale Capuano. She's shown speed before. Jevion Toledo had a 3-win day yesterday. Toledo will ride. I think at this level, the speed for the 3, Our Anthem, might carry her a long way.
Yeah, second time blinkers. Looks like she's going to be forward a long way in here. I don't see anybody really matching strides through the opening, probably 3/4 with her. So she's able to kind of relax. She could be gone when they turn for home.
All right, so a bunch of class droppers here in race 1 to kick things off. Let's take a look at the second race to kick off the early pick 4 here in race 2. We're going 7 furlongs on the main track, claiming 5,000 for 3-year-olds or 4 and up. Never won 3. We have a video spotlight. We both used the 5 in our exacta. Here's a video spotlight for the 5. Here Comes Michael. Here's a June 24th race here at Laurel Park. A big win against Nickel 2 Life this day.
Yeah, you know, horses can get frazzled a little bit, caught in between horses like that for an extended period of time. I like the way Here Comes Michael rated that day. Showed a little different dimension for me. And now this wasn't the strongest of field, Stan, but asserted himself top of the stretch, goes ahead, widens 3 by the 8th pole, and then just keeps on going and go off by 7 3/4 at the wire. That was the confidence builder this horse needs. I think he's going to get another good stalking position. Can he kind of handle the horse that's making the big drop? A 4-time now beaten favorite. 4 in a row, right? 1 Proud Wildcat for Kieran. But Kieran's been deadly with those 50% class droppers. But Here Comes Michael. I like that sudden improvement and wheels back really quick. Horse must be telling him he's ready to go right again.
Sure. All right, so we both like the 5, but we're both going with the McGee dropper here, the 6, 1 Proud Wildcat. This horse 10 for 12 overall in the money here at Laurel Park. Likes to pick up checks. But you said it, beaten favorite the last 4 starts, so a big-time money burner here recently for the 6, 1 Proud Wildcat. But you get Vargas today, and you said the stats for McGee dropping this big of a drop. He's awfully dangerous.
Yeah, now he doesn't carry a positive ROI with that move. Hits at a high percentage, so this horse is going to be awfully short. Maybe now with the scratch of the 1, around even money. Could be even 4 to 5, and Here Comes Michael, a very close second choice, I think, when you all break it down. So 1 Proud Wildcat, I guess if I'm attacking, on top and then toss.
Right.
And then see if you can get another long shot in along with Here Comes Michael. That would be the 7. Like it like that for me. Might stumble in for a piece.
All right, so 6-5 we both like there in race 2. Let's take a look at the third race. A big race, a big field here in race 3. Going 1 mile and a 16th on the Exceller turf course. Rail at 70 feet. Maiden claiming 16,000 for filly mares 3 and up. And I go with the 1, Still Sexy, at 60. My top pick here, Weston Hamilton on this filly by Girolamo for trainer Hammy Smith, and she's taking a big drop today from maiden 40 to maiden 16. Look at the race last September here at Laurel Park. Her only try going long on the turf. She had a good turf course that day against maiden 40,000, and okay 4th that day. Then they gave her the winner off. She's had 2 races coming back this year, both on the main track going short. Now she takes a big drop. She stretches out on the turf. She gets Weston Hamilton with a good inside post here for a good trainer, Hammy Smith. I like the one Still Sexy at 60 in race 3.
Yeah, this is a first time blinkers on the turf. They added the blinkers last time on the dirt. I just want to see a little bit more finish. Going to be a shorter price at this distance. I want to see a little bit more punch, and I'm going for a higher price in this race. I got to demand it. I think it's kind of wide open when you break it down. Now I'm taking a shot with a horse that's 0 for 19 and Running Tide, but I think Running Tide is finally going to get the flow that she needs. You go back to last fall in October, she got that pace 46-4, 11-4. I see some horses in here going out to the front, setting an okay pace. Mainly the 5, IB Limey, will be up forward, and there's a couple other ones I think are going to force the issue. I think the flow is going to be right for Running Tide. Yes, she comes from way, way back, but maybe today's the day. And I like the improvement with the 2, Lost Scroll, Ezekiel Lara. We like this rider in a couple races early. Big improvement last time, but, had a major excuse at Pimlico. I went back and watched that race again this morning. Nearly went down, leaving the 8th pole with run, angled out, and was very willingly through the gallop out. So, wish we would have seen that race at Delaware, caught this horse at 40-1 and used it. But we missed it that day. Going to be awfully short this afternoon, probably run that 4-1 range.
All right, so we both like the 2. We both like the 9 here. I have the 10 on my top 3, Full Faith for Jimmy Day, coming off a long layoff, almost a 2-year layoff for this 2-year-old filly by Verdeen. But she showed talent at Delaware when she was a 2-year-old. She went to the front, going a mile on the turf against Maiden 25,000, a good third that day. She gets Louis Rodriguez to ride today. Coming off a long layoff, but Jimmy Day, good down there. He's a good trainer down there in Virginia, bringing horses off the layoff. He does the right thing, puts her in for Maiden 16, coming off a big layoff.
Yep. Okay.
All right, let's turn the page here. The Ann Merriman horse, though, you have on top. Merriman with a nice win yesterday with Clever Triad.
Clever Triad, yeah, back out to the front. Really did it easy on the front end. It's a good score for that one.
All right, the middle pick 4 starts in race 4 today, going 6 furlongs on the main track. 25,000 starter allowance contest for filly mares 3 and up. Never won 2 is the condition. We both like the 2, Hot Frisia. Let's show you a video spotlight from Hot Frisia's last race, June 24th here at Laurel Park, going a mile against Starter Allowance Company. Here's the start.
Yeah, bumped and squeezed back at the break. It was bet down to 2-1. This horse might be a little bit better sprinting. Yeah, Jock kind of moves up into contention. There you go again. A little bump, a little squeeze, has to steady there to Fergal Lynch. We're going to get Gomez today, and here was the key. And, I'm wondering, she just didn't really have any kick. Had to use herself to get position early, stand in the opening, 3/8 of a mile, and sat down inside. Gets a little contested pace up in front with Bellantonic, 2 long shots, and Reigning Gal. But has to sit and wait and wait and wait a little bit, almost the 16th of a mile. But here comes when the rail opens up. She just doesn't have it. I'm not really going to punish for her. Maybe turning back in distance. I think she's a better stalk and pounce candidate going shorter, and I like the confidence. And Merriman also wheeling another horse back very quickly. We've seen a trend of this with her of late.
Yeah, her son Michael ran that horse, included check yesterday, coming back a week, and
good race.
Good third. So, all right, Will, we both like the 2 a little bit here. We don't pick her on top, but we like her in this spot. I go with the 4. We both go with the 4. Close the deal. I have faith in my man Bill Comlow. I think he can get this filly back in good form. She had a big win at Breaker Maiden on the main track at Gulfstream last February, going 7 furlongs. She whistled that day by nearly 9 lengths, 67 by her. And they tried the turf in a couple races after that, and she pulled up her last race down there late April. But she's had time since then, a decent half-mile work right here at Laurel recently. June 8th, Pimentel will ride. We both have closed the deal on top.
Yeah, the sprint try February 18th was good enough for me. Last time out, looked like the horse got pinched back out of the break, maybe lost its action, pulled up, vanned off. We're back here in a protect mode, not dropping or anything like that. A race really pretty much devoid of any kind of quality speed. The 7 should go ahead and send outside with Serpa for Kenny Decker, but close the deal. I'm going to trust that this horse is okay, good to go. Right up on the lead the long, long way in this race. You're looking for another kind of a stranger. How about the 1, Bourbon Street Lady? Awesome debut try. Snuck this horse in for 20, whistled, going away, sprinting on the turf at Pimlico. Stayed on the turf, a sprint, and then a route try backed up. But I looked at the breeding. The mare was 6 for 17 sprinting on the dirt, and they still protect this horse. So I think there's another good race in store for the 1 Bourbon Street Lady.
I didn't use the horse, but Toledo having a big weekend. Maldonado, he stables here at Laurel Park, so this filly trains right here.
Toledo back, right?
And Toledo's back aboard. Yeah, Toledo's aboard for that big 10-1 debut win. All right, so nice starter allowance there in the fourth to kick off the middle. Pick 4. Let's get a quick commercial break. We're right on time. The Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 5. That carryover is over 1,900. Then a nice carryover in a late pick 5, almost 2,500. I have a ticket for that. That starts in race 6. We'll take a look right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
All right, welcome back. Today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 5. Carryover today, $1,910 for the Pick 6. Starts in race 5. We're going a mile and a 16th on the Exceller Turf Course. Rail at 70 feet. Race 5 is a maiden claiming 16,000 filly mares 3 and up. And I go with the 9, the Kieran McGee class dropper here. The 9, Miss Gray. Second time in the Kieran McGee barn. Alex Centron will ride this 3-year-old filly by Hunter's Bay. First off the claim, last out. They tried her on the turf, 5.5 against restricted Virginia-bred maiden special weight company. And, wow, that race turning into a key race. Altamira, the winner of that race, she came back to win the M. Tyson Gilpin last Saturday. Virginia Fable was second in the race, right? So that was a key race that Miss Gray's coming out of. Now takes a big drop today, stretches out in distance with Centron. We both like the 9 here in race 5.
Yeah, boot on the bottom side scares me a little bit. I think a boot, I think a speed. But this horse has a half to Max Crown, who didn't win going long on the turf, but ran in the mid-70s and ran okay. Could carry the speed, kind of a stalking type as well. But Miss Gray should get first run, I guess, on the 5. Sip It All. That's going to be my long shot play to use in here for Ann Merriman. Goes blinkers on. We'll go ahead and set sail towards the inside. But Miss Gray is a user in here. I go to the 7, Honest Ginger. I just kind of wanted a price in here. I couldn't take a short price in a wide open race because I think the 12 is going to take play, but could be hampered by that outside post. Drosselmeyer, the stallion here of the 7, Honest Ginger. It's about 12%. Second time blinkers. This horse looks like it wants more ground. And there you go. Synthetic to turf angle for Trombetta. 31% with an ROI of over 450.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. You get the Bug Boy Weston Hamilton. I like the 7, Honest Ginger. Looks like we like the some similar horses here in the 5th race. The 12 on the outside. We both like here the 12, Daniela for Carla Morgan. Sheldon Russell will ride this 4-year-old filly. She's 0 for 16, but she likes to show up at this level. A good second behind RD Magic last out right here at Laurel Park. That was just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, can she duplicate her best number? Now she moves to the outside. It's going to need a perfect ride from Sheldon to get it done.
All right, let's take a look at race 6. Race 6 kicks off our late pick 5. Nice carryover today, a little shy of 2,500 in the late pick 5 carryover today. There it is, $2,492, industry low, 12% takeout. Jump on in here for the late pick 5. I have a ticket today for the late pick 5. I tried the early pick 5 yesterday. See if I can have some better luck today with the late pick 5. I saw race 6 as a wide open affair. It's going a mile and a 16th on the bowl game turf course. I go 5 deep here in race 6 using the 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. The 1 tempt me twice for Merriman, my top pick at 4-1 with Julian Pimentel aboard. So I'm 5 deep here in race 6. Race 7 just going 2 deep. I like the 1 Capucine, but my price play of the day, the 5 Jumpstart My Heart, coming off the layoff for Claudio Gonzalez. 4-1 there on the 5 Jumpstart My Heart. Race 8, nice 2 other than allowance feature. 7/8 on the main track. The 5 Stolen Love is going to be awfully tough in there, but the 4 Noteworthy Peach is also taking a drop in class. And then you have the 7 Daily News is tough, and the 8 Chief of Staff, Hugh McMahon, Fergal Lynch, I think you have to use. So I go 4, 5, 7, 8 in race 8. Nice allowance race for filly mares in race 9, going long on the bowl game turf course. The 4 So Charming looks like a nice filly for Michael Matz. I use her, but the 5 Antonetta for trainer Carl Assab. Jorge Riaz had a nice win on the turf yesterday and he rides this filly coming from the Reed Nagel barn, the 5, Antonetta, I use there in race 9. Then race 10, I just, well, you know, people, I don't think everybody's going to key on this horse. You have a short price favorite in race 10, the 2 Waterhaven. It's a maiden 10, a big suspect class dropper. I bet you a bunch of people try to beat this heavy favorite in race 10, but I'm going to try to go with the sure thing here. The Prado stays aboard. The horse won a maiden special weight in debut last summer, got disqualified. It's had a long break since then. John's wife, Marla, owns this horse. They're just trying to get paid today. That's what I think.
Okay.
So I think, what do you call it, free square maybe?
Free square.
In the last Waterhaven, I key on the 2 Waterhaven there in race 10. So $40 play for the late pick 5. Race 6 is wide open, I think. I go 5 deep here in race 6. 1, 2, 3, 7, and the 8. We're going a mile and a 16th on the bowl game turf course, rail at 17 feet. 25,000 starter allowance condition. Never won 3 for 3-year-olds and upward, and I think the 1 Tempt Me Twice will get a very nice ground-saving trip from the inside with jockey Julian Pimentel. Last time Pimentel was on the 6-year-old son of Temple City for trainer Ann Merriman. Merriman, the part owner of this horse as well. But yeah, last time Pimentel was aboard, and last time this horse was going long was last October here at Laurel Park against Maryland Bred Allowance Company. Went right to the front that day with a big win by a head over some decent horses in there. Got a 71 buyer and hasn't been long on the turf since then. Now fourth off to layoff this year. Third race back on the turf. Now we stretch out to 2 turns. Pimentel gets back aboard. He should get a nice ground-saving trip from the inside. Very good resume on the grass here at Laurel Park. You didn't use him, but I like the 1 Tempt Me Twice here, my top pick in race 6.
This is a mad scramble of a race.
5
Tempt Me
deep
Twice. You know, he's a horse that I think is going to sit a perfect trip. He looks like his best races have been going long. When you break it all down, I just don't know if he's quite as good as what he was at 4 and 5. Right. That's my deal with him, because Red Clay Road, I think he'll nurse along and be strong up towards the front end a long way. Gorse possibly. I took a flyer, took the 5, Sipping on Bubbles. I know you don't have this horse in the in your.
I don't. I gave her.
To give this horse a long. You can give every horse in this race a long look and kind of come up with a story. This one here, I think maybe moved a little too soon from a wide trip last time. Post position 10 of 12 at Pimlico. Has 2 wins over this Laurel turf course. Just a little bit more patience here for Gomez. Catch the hot rider. I don't think there's any real strong lick, so this horse can relax a little bit and make a move. And this horse is sustained at a price before, and maybe today's the day again. I think this horse sneaks away double-digit odds.
Yeah, I overlooked the horse a little bit here. I gave him a couple looks. I just thought there was 5 other ones in here tougher, but that was a big, good-looking win at 52-1. Yeah. Right here on the Laurel turf last November. That was on a good turf course. David Chant, who was second in that race, would come right back to win. Now second off the layoff. You get Gomez after that 4-win day yesterday, and Faith Leatherman, small outfit over there at Pimlico, but she already has a win here this summer meet, so she's live. Maybe if you're going to go deep and play in the late pick 5, throw the 5 in there. Sipping on Bubbles, Keith's top pick. The 3 we both like here, Red Clay Road. It's going to get a nice trip from the Hall of Famer Edgar Prado for Tony Aguirre. Nice win last out at this starter level against 2 Life Company. Little tougher condition today going against 3 Life, but this will be his 3rd race back off the layoff this year. Red Clay Road has early speed, a 2-time winner on the Laurel grass. He'll be right there, I think, with Prado.
Yeah, he showed him rating gear in the past, but I really like the way Prado rode this horse last time. Just played a cat-and-mouse game up on the front end. Was tenacious to the wire. Looked like English Tudor. The other Aguirre horse was going to get him. No, he said no way. He enjoys a comfortable trip. Now, he might get engaged a little bit sooner, though, in this race with Tempt Me Twice coming off the sprints. I think the favorite is going to be the 7 Chateau de Vizille. Comes out a little bit stronger races. Comes out of that Lost Story race in my top selection. Sipping on Bubbles comes out of on May the 25th at Pimlico. Another hung wide, 12 posts. Had to work between horses and finished up willingly. A little too far last time. Mile and 3/8. A little better group up in New York. This is a more realistic spot for the 7. He's kind of the grinder. He's a proven type here. He's a check getter for King. King doing well. He's the horse to beat.
Yeah, King having a good meet. He's 3 for 6 here at the meet. The Hall of Famer was 6,498 wins. He's 2 shy of 6,500 wins.
Wow.
And has a shot here. Has a good shot here in race 6 with the 7 Chateau DeVille. All right, so I'm 5 deep there in the first leg of the pick 5. Probably need to go 6 deep and include the Bubbles horse that Keith has on top. Let's take a look here at race 7 to kick off the late pick 4. You like the late pick 4 today, starting in race 7. Let's take a look at your ticket, see how you played it.
Yeah, a little economical ticket, $16 with the 1, 4, 5, 7 to get you going. And race number 7, my Vixen, the 4-horse, my price play in there. 8th race, Stolen Love. I like this horse back at 7 furlongs, along with the A Chief of Staff. We've got a lot of these horses shipping in from different tracks, have been doing well. The Churchill horses, you know, we had one gallop yesterday, a 2-year-old, so I'm going to throw that horse in first time for Hugh McMahon. 9th race with the 4 and the 11. Sophia's an Angel does draw in race 9, so take note of that. This is a major contender at an okay price in race number 9. And in the 10th, we're going to finish it up. All or Nothing with the 2, and then we're going to use the other horse, the 8-horse, Jack Greer's Stub Hutch with Kevin Gomez for Ann Merriman. $16 your ticket.
All right, very affordable play there for Keith's late pick 4. It starts here in race 7. We're going a mile and a 16th on the Exceller Turf Course, rail 70 feet. Claiming 16,000, filly mares 3 and up, never won 2 lifetime. I've been waiting for this horse to get back to the races. The 5, Jumpstart My Heart, 4-year-old filly by Jumpstart. She got very good last year going long on the turf. She broke her maiden here going long on the turf, and then a good second at this level last October. Was claimed late October last year, kind of ran a clunker that day. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe just bounced a little bit that day. And then was claimed that day. They ran her on the dirt in December. Forget about that race. She's fresh and rested now, making her 4-year-old debut. She's been working well for the comeback here for Claudio Gonzalez, who's 32% from a large sampling of horses with new horses in his barn in a positive ROI. He gets one of his main jocks, Joe Moore Torres. I like the jump starts. He's my new one of my new favorite stallions with horses on the turf. They had that Schoenthal turf jump start.
Determined Vision?
Yeah, Determined Vision last Saturday, turf debut, stakes winner by Jump Start. So keep your eye on the jump starts on the turf. I like the 5, Jumpstart My Heart, coming off a long layoff today for one of our top trainers, Claudio Gonzalez.
Agreed. I will be using her. You know, that October 22nd race probably just laid a little too close to the pace stand. They were quick up top. This horse likes to settle a little bit further back and make a steady progression into it. This is not an issue for the 5, Jumpstart My Heart. I go with the 4, My Vixen for Gary Capuano. Going to sneak in there a little bit of a price. I do think 8 to 10 to 1 is what we should get for this 6-year-old mare by Lorraine's Terms. You go back last year, May to July, off of that sprint through the route, the stretch out, ran one of its best races and made a sustained run. Was 7 lengths out of it midway through the race and closed up to just missed. I think My Vixen is ready to go. Chased a really quick horse in Sluicer and Choice Prospect last time out. Okay, good. Now we're going to be set. We'll get a good stalking position. I think we're going to sustain into this race. This isn't the strongest of fields.
And, she was 0 for 6 last year. It looks like Gary's trying to sharpen her up a bit after that last effort. Her first start this year as a 6-year-old. Gary Cap put in a 47-3 bullet and then followed that up with a 36 bullet in the mud June 22nd. So she's probably sharp and ready to fire a good effort here. I like her a little bit here. We both like the 1, Capucine. Capucine, I had her at 40 to 1 when she broke her maiden. I was live in the pick 6 that day. I had her in the pick 6. I had the wrong single. I think Delacour and Centeno beat me with my single. It cost me about $15,000 that day in the pick 6. I've been chasing her ever since then, and she ran a big effort in the comeback race at Pimlico in May. Ran a clunker last out. Not sure what happened there. Now she takes another drop down to her level. They put the blinkers on today. Centron should get a good trip from the inside here with the 1, Capucine.
That was weird. She didn't run a step last time.
No.
And, you know, maybe this is the blinkers. Let's get that focus kind of into her. First time blinkers on her. Yeah, the 2-back drive, she runs anything close to that. You know, in some of her other prior races, she's capable of running the high 60s. I don't know if she's going to quite do it today. You've got to factor in the fact she's down inside. She's tactical enough, and the horses she's running back have come back and run well. Liberal, Karma. So yeah, I think she's a user in the gimmicks. Yep.
All right, so we like the same 4 horses there in race 7. Big field going long on the turf. Race 8's a nice upper level allowance feature here. 2 other than allowance contest. 7 furlongs on the main track. We kick off the final pick 3 here in race 8. My best bet of the day, the reliable 8-year-old, the Maryland bred Stolen Love, a 10-time winner here at Laurel Park. This horse has made over $450,000. You get Kevin Gomez, the hot jock for Claudio Gonzalez. A sharp win 2 starts ago, going 7 furlongs. Third last out, going 3/4. I think this horse is better going 7 furlongs. He's a 4-time winner at this distance, and overall 7 for 12 in the money. We both like the 5, Stolen Love, here in race 8.
Yeah, had to chase a horse that was red hot. Rockefellers just whistled right to the front that day. I think that was the Caramanos for maybe Vasquez, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and the run just fizzled a little bit. This horse is much better suited to 7. Likes it. The flow shouldn't be too bad up in front. May be able to control it like he did 2 races back. I'll go to the outside with the 8. Maybe a little bit of a slight upset shot. Chief of Staff. First time here for Hugh McMahon off of a 9% trainer down at Churchill Downs. Maniacal last time out. Has come back since, I should say, in one with a 90 buyer. This horse has kept the right kind of company. I like the draw to the outside, and I think the 7 furlongs fits for this horse, especially in this field, the way it's going to set up. I think he kind of just lays on Stolen Love and maybe hedges on by.
Yeah, McMahon, Lynch, you have to respect them. They're 24% and a big positive ROI, so we both like the 8. We both like the 4 in here as well. Noteworthy Peach taking a drop in class today. Noteworthy Peach dropping from a 3 other than to a 2 other than today, and second off a brief freshening, Weston Hamilton and Gary Capuano. Strong connections here on a class dropper that can absolutely wake up at this level, the 4, Noteworthy Peach.
And he did last time at 22-1 against a good field, rocking on by, the old stakes place type of runner. So, yeah, Noteworthy Peach, he's right there. 7, again. He didn't quite follow through there. This is the right move to drop him down one more notch in the condition.
All right, so nice 2 other than allowance feature there in race 8. Let's take a look here at the 9th race to kick off the late daily double. We're going a mile and a 16th on the bowl game in race 9. Rail is 17 feet. First level allowance condition for filly mares 3 and up. And looks like Matt's has a nice filly here. We have a video spotlight of the 4, So Charming, 4-year-old daughter of English Channel. She's out of an APND mare. She's a homebred for Emory A. Hamilton. Nice win late February to break her maiden down there at Gulfstream.
Nice little trip here. Velasquez covered up to the inside, leaving the far turn past the 3/8 to the 5/16. Is able to kind of swing out and finally finds clear run. Swings out 4-5 wide, top of the stretch. Loose leader on the front end at 5-2. But boy, she establishes a good run. Levels off nicely here under the right stick, goes to the correct lead, and is able to kind of roll on by to go clear by a length and a quarter. I'm sure connections are hoping for another good ride like that to be able to kind of sit inside, get covered up, and then enhance that run through the stretch. So Charming, we haven't seen this filly since February. That doesn't bother me too much for Matt's. That was a double key race, that race as well. So she's going to be right in the mix of things, I would think. Shouldn't be too far off of it either.
Yeah, it looks like the owner, breeder, and Matt's just very patient with this filly. I like the way they've been managing her. She ran well, fresh enough in that January race coming off the layoff. A good third that day. She's a better filly now. She's been working well up there at Fairhill. Matched 22% and a positive ROI with horses coming back off this layoff. You get Fergal Lynch to ride. She'll get a good trip here. We both like the 4, So Charming here in race 9. You have the 11 on top. I didn't use the 11. 11, Sophia is an Angel. Draws in off the AE for Bruno Tessori. The barn had a win yesterday. You get the Hall of Famer Edgar Prado here on the 11.
Yeah, I got the horse to get the job done in debut with a big surge. We played this horse a little bit up in New York. The next start didn't quite get it done. Followed it up with a try. Came off a little layoff back in the spring in April at Laurel. You see the comment, very rank at the break. Beaten only 7 lengths in Nadalia. Well, the 6th place finisher, the horse just basically finished right in front of her by a length or so. Came back to win a 2 other than in New York with a buyer of 83. I like the transition back to the turf today. Sophia's an Angel draws in and is a user, a must-use at a price.
Yeah, I didn't use her, but you get a Hall of Famer Prado aboard. The barn had a nice win yesterday. She had a nice debut win right here last November at Laurel Park, and you might sneak away with a nice price there
I think
on
you
the
will.
11.
Yep.
Sophia is an Angel. We both like the 5, though, here. Antonetta for trainer Carl Assap. First start here in the new barn. Jorge Riaz had a nice win yesterday. He's on this filly by Skip Shot. She had a nice win going long on the turf late May down there at Gulfstream.
Yeah, Byers kind of comparable to that last race to the four star So Charming, who we're going to use in your morning line favorite for Matt's. I just don't know if she's quite faced the horses as the 4 did in those maiden special weight races. So, and keynote though, the 4 So Charming, that was first time blinkers as well last time. You saw a little bit more speed, a little bit keen and late, a little bit closer. So we're going to go second time blinkers for the 4 So Charming.
All right, let's take a look here at the 10th and final race. There's a popular favorite here in race 10. A lot of people are going to be either keying on this 4-year-old gelding or going against him here in race 10. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track, maiden claiming 10,003 and up, and I go with the 2 Waterhaven. I think you don't look a gift horse in the mouth, give what they take you, and I think the 2 Waterhaven is going to be ready to go here for John Salzman Jr. coming off the layoff. His wife owns this horse. I think they don't mind if they lose the horse. They'll get 10,000. He should win, so they'll get a nice payday. Something happened after that last win, after the debut win last June here at Laurel Park over a year ago against Maiden Special Weight at 15-1. A big win that day with Prado aboard, and that came out, and it was disqualified, placed third. That's not the horse's fault. Now comes off over a year layoff. The work's only a decent 5 furlong workout recently. 101-01, that's good enough for this level. Prado stays aboard, so the horse should be ready to rock and roll. If he is, he should demolish this field.
Probably the biggest encouragement point that he goes ahead and stays. Waterhaven 6-5 could be shorter when it's all said and done. I'm going to try to beat him with the 8 Jack Greer Stub Hutch. Went back to the turf last time. It didn't fare too well, but if he can revert to the dirt try, May 25th at Pimlico, where he sat off a good honest pace, made a move into it, that's good enough. He held well through the stretch, a little shortening in distance. There's some speed to the outside with Gold Bridle. I think he can get good position in here and finish it up. I think he's the main threat to the 2 Waterhaven.
I didn't use the horse, but you're getting 6-1 with Kevin Gomez aboard for Ann Merriman. Merriman could have a big day today. She could have a big day. Several live runners. All right, good luck in all your will pays going in to race 10. Enjoy the weather out here today. No rain, fast and firm. Bunch of big fields on our world-class turf course. Sunday brunch is cooking up there. Enjoy the AC as well here. Good luck to you up there. Dave Robbins coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.